All aboard! It's time for the Unesh value train where you can follow your dreams. It's just stupid. Dumb. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Unesh value train. It is. We are on the train today. We're going to go follow whatever your dreams are. Just tell them to Unesh, and then he'll kind of pull it up on his phone, and we'll make sure we get the GPS there so we can go to your dreams. But as far as our opening hand goes, we've got, that's pretty good. We'll keep on this. 1 Power Stone, 3 Dynamo. I have a lot of mana. This is a very, very mana-heavy deck. Mana-hungry. The Unesh value train is not that fuel efficient, but it really enjoys some nice little mana. So I like this opening hand. 1 Power Stone, 3 Dynamo, 4 lands, so... And Reliquary Tower, which is always really nice because once you get the Unesh value train rocking and rolling, going really fast, it's kind of hard to stop. And you have a lot of cards in your hand, and it's always a lot of fun. All right, so let's lead off with the island, draw into another island. Let's go and get that down. Anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn. We're playing Unesh, Creo Sphinx Sovereign. Driver of the value train. Sphinx spells you cast cost 2 less to cast whenever Unesh or another Sphinx enters the battlefield under your control. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library, Baby Factor Fiction. Opponent puts those 1 pile into your hand, 1 pile into your graveyard. Let's go and get the second island down. Anything else we need to go for? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Playing against Ezuri. Renegade leader. 1 green mana, regenerate another target elf. Then for 5 mana, elf creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until end of turn. And our opponent did start out on the battlefield with a Ley Line of Vitality. Creatures you control get +1 whenever a creature gain 1 life. Okay, we can get around that. That's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. Let's see, anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn. Yeah, kick it over to us. We're going to be online for 1 Power Stone. Go and get that down. Then we can follow up. Ooh, Urza's Incubator. Beautiful. Love it. Do we actually want to go for more? I guess technically, either way, it'll be the same style effect. But I like getting down the mana first. Let's go ahead and go for 1 Power Stone. Yeah, so we go 1 Power Stone and get the island down next turn. That'll be 3 Dynamo, Urza's Incubator. Oh, yeah, and then we'll be ready to go. We'll have Unesh going off the Factor Fiction, and then we can just kind of get the Factor Fictions going from there. Alright, we covered Ezuri, covered Unesh, we're good. It's free time, we can talk about whatever we want. But yeah, so whatever dreams you do have, make sure you go up to the front of the train, tell Unesh, he'll make sure he punches it in the GPS, and we'll kind of go there. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, if you've never seen the Unesh value deck, what are we doing with this deck? This is Unesh. This is very much a Sphinx control style deck, and I say Sphinx control in a way in that we're just getting down as many Sphinxes as we can, and getting as much value off our Factor Fictions as we can. One of the main things you want to do if you're thinking about building Unesh is make sure that when you go for your little baby Factor Fiction piles, is make sure you kind of get another Sphinx in your hand so you can keep that value going. Outside of that, you want to run on a ton of artifacts. You can never have enough mana for this deck. Once you have enough mana, you just get to silly hands to where you start casting Sphinxes for 2 blue mana and getting Factor Fictions, and it's just feels good. Love it. Let's go 3 Dynamo. I mean, it does. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you'll get some value scoops, and so if we get some value scoop wins on here, I'm still going to go and post them up. Let's go and go for Urza's Incubator. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And let's go and get down Jace. That'd be a good option for us to get down Jace. We can start looting with that. We have no options in the graveyard right now. We can get down Jace. Let's go and name Sphinx on this one. Yes, make sure we hit the correct one. Let's get down Jace. 1, 2. Little baby flip Jace over there. And I could talk about it now. I don't know if you've seen some of those. Yeah, now that Jace brings it up. But if you've seen some of the Jace pictures. Okay, here, this is like, I'm talking from the future. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have enough time. But on the thumbnail, if I don't have it on this thumbnail for Unesh, I'm going to put the new Jace on this thumbnail in here. It's like he's riding on a ship and he has like half of his like cloak torn off. And he looks kind of goofy. Like, when I saw the card got spoiled, I immediately did not see what the card did. I just immediately zoomed in on the art. I was like, what's going on, Jace? You're missing half your shirt, and kind of look like you're trying to figure something out. Like, I don't know, you're lost or something. It's I'll have to post that picture up down in the description below, but it's just a really funny picture of Jace. No, I'm going to make time. It's going to be in the thumbnail, so I hope you enjoyed the thumbnail, me putting Jace in there. I'm going to edit it after this game, but yeah, it was really funny. And there's also another one that was like Jace is Castaway, and he's just on an island. He looks really sad, and I don't know, it's just really funny to me. Let's go and get down Reliquary Tower. We're okay on blue mana, a ton of mana. Let's go and get the value train going. Do we want to loot with Jace, though, first? We could get some scrying going just to confirm. We'll actually be 4 blue sources off that. Since we got the let's see if we can't chain some value together first. Let's go for Unesh. It's gonna be 1, 2 off the 1 Power Stone. Oh yes, it's time for the value train. Oh yeah, full speed ahead. All right, we're gonna get down to Unesh. We're doing okay right now. Our opponent just has the Beastmaster Ascension. It's only sitting at 2. Once they get to about 7, or when they actually have 7 counters on there, they're going to get that 5 bonus, so we can watch out from that. Now, as far as this split right here, more than likely, probably going to go for the Guardian. Just because the Guardian is basically just going to cost 2 mana, and then whenever land enters in control, we can tap target creature in opponent control. If it is an island, it doesn't tap during its next untap step. So that's going to be really good for us, especially if they give us the Sapphire Medallion. We're going to go for that pile all day. Choose pile 2. That's going to go into the hand. Let's go ahead and can we get down the Wind Reader Sphinx? Yeah, I like that. Let's go for Wind Reader Sphinx because we can get that down. Tap for the actually, let's go for the Sapphire Medallion off the Thran Dynamo. Then we get down the Wind Reader Sphinx. It's not really going to matter on this one since we didn't do. It'll just be double blue. We'll have it 2 colorless floating over. Get down that one, and then get another little Factor Fiction going. Oh yes, get that going. And on this one, we're going to get the Curator of Mysteries. He does those mystery dinners, those murder mystery dinners on the side business. We're going to choose pile 2. We have another Sphinx in the hand. Yeah, we'll choose pile 2. We like that one. All right. Anything else? Let's go and loot with Jace on this one. Not going to be able to swing it for 0. It's not really going to do much, and we'll get Jace to flip. Commandeer. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's go ahead and discard the... actually, we'll go and discard the island on this one, I think. Yeah, I like that. All right, get Jace to flip. Anything else we're going to go for... Up to 1 target creature gets -2. Let's go on -2 on the Immaculate. All right, get it down a little bit. Anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. So there's a lot of mechanics that you're doing with this deck, and it's a lot of fun. Anything else we want to do? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So if they go for anything, we do have Commandeer. Exile 2 blue cards from your hand rather than pay its mana cost. Gain control of target non-creature spell. Choose new targets for it. So if they do get anything out, like kind of utility-wise, we can go for Commandeer and kind of get rid of that. Exiling the Serum Visions, maybe the Guardian or the Curator. Kind of depends on what they go for. But we'll be able to get that on the side of the battlefield. If not, we'll be able to chain a nice little Curator of Mysteries and the Guardian. Especially with the Urza's Incubator out there, they're going to cost 2 less, and the reduced cost from Unesh is also going to give them some nice. So basically, they're just going to cost double blue with the Factor Fiction tied onto it, which is really nice. So I'll take that. And to be honest, Ezuri gets pretty out of hand sometimes, so I'm actually okay with this. Right now, we just have the perfect right now. Create an Elf Warrior token. They get +1/+1. Put a +1 counter for each elf that you control. We do have some nice little board state. We do have the Wind Reader Sphinx. It is a 3/7, so we're going to be able to kind of chump block anything that does want to swing across, especially if it's either one of these out there. The only thing is, yeah, Unesh would be able to take care of the Immaculate. I think it's a Immaculate Magistrate. And then get the little Beastmaster Ascension trigger on there. That'll be 3. Do we want to chump block on this one? They've only got 1 green mana up. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Where are they? They're swinging in at Jace. Yeah, we'll go and chump block with the Wind Reader. Might be a Mind Reader too. Who knows? All right, chump block on that one. That'll be 3 damage coming across. Yeah, well, I guess technically they can in response put some +1 counters on there. Now I see that now. I see now why they're swinging in. So, but we'll still be able to survive. This is going to be 3 elves, so it'll make a nice little. Oh, excuse me, they're going for the regeneration clause. Okay. Make it a little 5/6, but our nice little Wind Reader is going to be able to survive through that. Read the winds correctly and kind of get out of the way just in time. Anything else we need to go for? Now, we do have Jace in the -3 build. We don't really have a whole lot of... Oh, dang it! In my head, I was like, we just need Cyclonic Rift. That'll be such a good option. Let's go ahead and let's plus up on Jace. Plus up on Ezuri. Yeah, we're just going to hold on to Cyclonic Rift now on this one. I like it. Let's go and push in. That's going to be 7 coming across. We got the Unesh and the Wind Reader. We're going to draw a card off the Wind Reader Sphinx first. Let's see if we want to change. Yes, we're going to use it. Of course I would love. I wish there was an option in Magic Online, you know, even if we were going to lose or something like that. I wish I could just be like, yes, I always want to draw a card. I'll never not want to draw a card, even if it's going to make me lose, because I love drawing cards. All right, swinging it for 7. I advise, you know, if they had that option, I would not click it on there. There might be some times where you might lose, but at least as far as I'm concerned, I would always go for that. All right, so we have Cyclonic Rift. Let's see how much the Overload. Overload will be 6 total mana, so we're going to need to leave up 6 mana. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and get down the Guardian of Tazim. It's going to be 2 blue mana. That way we can get ourselves some nice little flying threats on the ground. We do have to watch out for a Beastmaster Ascension. They are sitting at 3 counters on there. But they only have 3 creatures out there. So if they do swing out, that's going to be 3 more. And it's only be 6 total counters. So we don't have to worry about some last minute Beastmaster Ascension triggers. Okay, say they want to split this one up. You know, at this point in the game, since we do have Cyclonic Rift, I think I might like Pact of Negation on this one, and plus some islands. That way we can get some nice little blue mana going, especially since we have another Curator of Mysteries, at least another Sphinx in our hand. So pretty much however they split it up, we're going to go for that. The pile with the Pact, and if an island, that would be A-OK in my book. But yeah, you can see where just playing, you know, 1 versus 1, obviously you're going to get a lot of value off this, but even if you're playing in a multiplayer game, you can just kind of sit back as the Unesh Sphinx guy, and you start chaining together these Sphinxes and looking at the top 4 cards of your library, and most of the time you'll get some, we're going to choose pile 2 on that one, love it. Let's go and get the island down for the turn. Let's go ahead and tap down, let's keep the +1 counter dude tap down. Alright, not going to untap during their next untap step. And then we can still go for a Curator off for 2 mana. I think that sounds good. Yeah, it'll be 2 blue, and that'll still leave up just enough for Cyclonic Rift Overload for 5 mana. Okay, get that down. And our opponent's being a sport. I certainly appreciate that. They're not scooping on this one. Sometimes you get enough of the value train going. Ooh, and stunt double too. So with stunt double, I just added to the deck. It has flash and enters the battlefield. Okay, our opponent does scoop it up. I'm still going to go and post this one. That was a nice little value match. So we did have Cyclonic Rift in the hand. We're going to be able to bounce all of their stuff back if they're going to swing in with the Beastmaster Ascension. At this point right now, we have another island coming down next turn. We'll be able to tap down a few more creatures. We had 4, 8. We had 11 with the 3 from that, and then 17 coming across. So we were getting in a really good spot to kind of go ahead and close it out. And if you look at the rest of their hand, we had Cyclonic Rift, we had Pact of Negation, and we had Commandeer off any sort of the blue value creatures out there. But there's just going to be some games where once you get your artifacts established, you're just going to really grind out some nice little value wins. And we definitely got some nice little value off of our Sphinxes coming out there. And the Curator of Mysteries. Nice little Sphinx. He's kind of, Curator of Mysteries kind of become like Bygone Bishop. I love Bygone Bishop, and it's just a really fun card. It's just kind of one of those cards where it's not going to win you the game, but you just really enjoy it. But Curator of Mysteries, it seems like he always pops up during these Unesh games, and I always get him down. I don't know. It seems like a really solid Sphinx card over there. I have a fond appreciation for him. So, but anyway, all right, everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. All aboard! It's time for the Unesh Value Train, where our next destination is your hopes and futures. Ooh, playing against Ezuri, Claw of Progress. Awesome. Let's get the chat closed out. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, this is beautiful. We don't have a lot of Sphinxes, but we have Reliquary Tower, Thran Dynamo, Sapphire Medallion. We will keep on this one. Let's get Unesh pop back up and battle against the nice little elf warriors. Anything else? Yeah, I'll let our opponents see if they need a mulligan or not. But yes, welcome to the Unesh Value Train. Hope you're excited. If you don't know what your wishes are, if you do know what your wishes are, make sure you head up to the front of the Value Train and tell Unesh. He'll kind of punch it into the GPS, and we'll make sure that we are on the right destination to follow your dreams, because it's really important to Unesh. He likes for you to follow your dreams. Let's go ahead and get the island down. Anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing Unesh, Creo Sphinx Sovereign. He is flying. Whenever Unesh Sphinx spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Whenever Unesh or another Sphinx enters the battlefield under your control, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and 1 pile into your graveyard. Playing against Ezuri, Claw of Progress. Whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you get an experience counter at the beginning of combat in your turn. Put X +1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Ooh, drawn to Ancient Tomb. Let's go ahead and let's go Island. Let's go Sapphire Medallion. And the next turn we might, that's going to be, that'll be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll get kind of close. Maybe I might end up going for Thran Dynamo and kind of go from there. Hey, you too. Best of luck. Always enjoy, I like playing against Ezuri. And Ezuri, I don't have a Simic deck. And I feel that Ezuri would be somebody I would enjoy building. I do have a to-do list. He's on my to-do list for sure. I do, and in fact, like if you've ever suggested a commander, you haven't seen it, it's not because I don't like you. It's because I really do. I do have a to-do list, and if somebody ever gives me a suggestion, I put it on there. How do you sequence this? Let's go Ancient Tomb. Let's go Thran Dynamo, and let's turn the value up on this one. We're going to turn it up to probably about 7. We're on 1 to 10, scale 1 to 10. Let's turn the value up to about 7 right now. Make sure we don't miss anything. Yeah, we're good. And we'll be able to get down to Unesh, get some nice little value going. But yeah, if you've ever suggested a commander for me to do, I do have a to-do list that I keep track of different stuff to get down, and those are the commanders that I fall back on in between new set releases. And at this point right now, I haven't really put out a new commander in a while, and the reason for that is I'm going back and I'm updating all of my old commander decks. So that's something that's really important to me. Like, I want to get my old commander decks up to the same quality level that I would put out a new deck right now. Stuff like, you know, like DJ Locust, Club Buzz, like that's kind of what I want to go for. I want to go for decks that look really good. The thumbnail looks amazing. The thumbnail looks good. I want you to feel like you're actually at the club. I want you to feel like you're on the Unesh value train. That's kind of what I'm going for. So, I'm in the process of reworking some of my old commander decks right now. That's why you're not really seeing a lot of new decks. But, let's jump into the hand. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We've got more than enough for Unesh. Let's go ahead and get Unesh down. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off the Thran Dynamo. Let's get the value going. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Oh, dude. Sweet, man. Awesome to get to play against you. And nice to meet you. Alright, let's get the, we'll leave it up for right now. Unesh, the enter the battlefield, baby's factor fiction for 4. Let's see what we get off this one. So we have Jace, Architect of Thought, we have Burnished Heart, and a Sleight of Hand. We do have Manama, which will allow us to untap Unesh. We do have Island Walk off their Cold Eye right now, which you can be able to swing in for 1. We could, if we want to go for Jace on this one, we could go for Jace, and that'll kind of blank out a lot of these little one-drop creatures. Now, if they do get down to Ezuri and get those extra +1 counters on there, kind of take away from that. But I think at this point, I don't think we've made the land drop for the turn. We have not made the land drop for the turn, just in case to see what we draw into. I think on this one, Burnished Heart, a couple more islands, Manamo, Sleight of Hand. It's not the best, but let's go and go Pal 2 on this one. I kind of like that. Let's go and get the island down. And we can still go ahead and get down the Burnished Heart. I think that sounds good. Yeah, let's go and get down Burnished Heart. We can crack it next turn if we don't have anything else to do. Worst comes to worst, we can get down Sphinx of Uthun and then kind of go from there. Have some fun. Get down the Burnished Heart. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Covered our commander, covered Unesh. We're good. It's free time. We can talk. But yeah, so if you ever suggest a commander, I do have a to-do list. I just haven't... I'm in the process of updating my, just kind of the back end of my channel stuff. Like, I'm changing the way I do my deck list. Like, some of my deck lists were like almost a year old, and you know, that doesn't really help you as a viewer. It's cool to see the deck, but if you're looking to build the deck, you want to see the most up-to-recent or the most up-to-date deck list, and I've been lacking in updating that. So I'm really kind of overhauling the back end of whatever I've got going on as far as my channel stuff goes, and it's a fun little process. I'm enjoying it. Okay, let's go and get the island down, I think. Sounds good. We could go for Hedron Archive. If we're going to go for Jace and go for the +1 ability, it'll really blank everybody out, and I think I like that. So we probably need to go for Jace. Let's get Jace down. That's going to be 1, 2, and then remind me later. Get out of here, Dill. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 1 left over off the Ancient Tomb. Actually, let's go and swing in with Unesh first. There's nothing in the air. Let's go and swing in with Unesh. I guess we could technically swing in with Burnished Heart. Why not? Go for it. Live the dream, Burnished Heart. Normally we sacrifice Burnished Heart to get 2 islands on the battlefield, but we'll let them go and swing in for 2. That's okay. Swinging in for 6, going to put our opponent down to 24. And let's go to the second main phase. So we go Hedron Archive 1 off the... Yeah, let's go with Hedron Archive. Get that on the battlefield. And then pay for 1 more. Let's go for the island. And let's go ahead and get down Jace. It's going to be 1, 2, double island. And then let's go ahead and plus up on Jace, because that's going to blank out the Glycerin Elf, that, just in case we run into some sort of random pump spell or something like that. Plus up Jace, and then next turn we can start going for the, we either keep pumping up Jace or going for the minus abilities. Anything else we're going to go for? Actually, while we're tapped out, I guess we'll just go ahead and crack the, well, actually we can do it on our opponent's turn. It's not really going to matter because we'll have 3 mana off the Ancient Tomb either way. We're going to have to crack it, so we'll go and get rid of that one. And then get those nice little islands on the battlefield, so that'll be a nice little game plan. But yeah, so I'm in the process of making sure that I have up-to-date deck lists for you, and because, you know, part of my channel is, like, the reason I started recording Commander gameplay videos is because I would go to search for certain commanders, I would not find, like, a gameplay video of this one, or I'd find, like, a deck tech from, like, 2 years ago, and I couldn't find anything current. And so, you know, I'm doing these decks, I'm releasing new decks out there and stuff like that, and the big thing for me is to make sure that you as a viewer have a really good experience as far as either watching the gameplay, if you're just watching it for entertainment, or if you come across my deck in a way that you're just looking to build the deck and you want to see it in action, you want the most up-to-date information. Alright, breed for the hunt. Whenever a creature you control with a +1 counter on it deals combat damage, draw a card. Okay. So we have Jace. We can still go for the plus Jace ability. Let's go and crack the Burnished Heart on this one. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully our opponent gets a little bit more mana over there. I hate it whenever we get to match up against people and they get a little bit of mana screw. That's a bummer. Rooting for you, Matt. Let's go double island on this one. On the battlefield. Anything else? No. I'm going to kick it over. So we do have 1 Sphinx in the hand, which is good. Let's go ahead and... They're at 3 mana. I don't think we're that worried about like just completely dying with Jace. We could kind of factor Fiction. Let's go and swing in for 4 on this one right now. And another good thing is we do have Rogue's Passage in the hand too, and Reliquary Tower. So if we get a lot of value going, we'll be able to go from that. All right, swinging in for 4. Coming in hot. Put our opponent down to 20. But yeah, if you're thinking about building Unesh, definitely. You see all the artifacts we have out here, you just want to ramp as much as you can. Just, it's turn 6, and we've got a ton of mana and a ton of stuff to do. That's exactly what you want as far as the rest of the stuff you've got going on. Let's go ahead and get down Sphinx of Ut-Hun. That's going to be 1-2 and then double blue. See if we can't chain together some nice little value off this. Enters the battlefield, and this is what makes the deck so much fun, is we have Unesh on the battlefield. So we're going to get into Unesh value trigger, and we're going to get the Sphinx of Ut-Hun value trigger, which is just, just beautiful. Now, if we go for extra planar lens, that's going to turn our opponent's island on. We may end up going for extra planar lens. That way, I want to give our opponent just a little bit of an option, just to kind of get some stuff going. I like to have fun in Commander, and it's not fun just going beat sticks if your opponent's mana screwed. So we're probably going to go for the pile that has extra planar lens in there, and anything that'll help us kind of get any more Sphinxes going. Or if we just simply just have another Factor Fiction, that would be good too. And we kind of chain some stuff together off the extra planar lens. But yeah, I think at that point, well, we could go for Elder Deep Fiend, but since there's nothing really that has reach out there, I kind of like this little pile right here. It would be nice to get the Sphinx Ambassador, but if this is what we've got going, I'll probably end up going for the bottom pile, because we get some nice little value on the back end. Ooh, Stubborn Denial, love it. If you're a fan of Modern, I'm working on some Sultai Death Shadow. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you kind of check out MTGO Traders YouTube channel. I'm doing that right now. Yeah, let's go and go for pile 2. I like pile 2 on this one. Yeah, extra planar. Yeah, I like that. Let's go for that. And then we have the Unesh value trigger too. Imprison in the Moon. Sierra Sphinx. Love that card. It's always good. You can just get it down for double blue. Arcane Denial and then Imprison in the Moon. So pretty much on this one, we're okay on blue mana. We have another island in the hand. More than likely, we'll take whatever pile the Sierra Sphinx is. That way we can make sure we keep chaining the stuff together. And then we'll still go and plus up Jace on this one. But you can see where building this deck is just... it's just insanity. Love it. Alright, all that goes with the hand. Let's go and go extra planar lens. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Get that down. We're going to exile one of the tapped islands. And then we'll probably just go and pass it over our opponent, let them do their thing. Pass that down. Let's go and plus up Jace. It gets -1, -0. I mean, -1 and then just 0. That's all it is. And then anything else we're going to go for? We could go for Sierra Sphinx. Yeah, we'll go and get that down. One more Factor Fiction will be good. Don't want to get too greedy over here. That's the thing with Unesh is you just get some hands that are just bananas. We could actually go for Phyrexian Metamorph on double extra planar lens if we want to. But I think on this we might just take whatever pile the Pact of Negation is. And then the Guardian. Oh my gosh, Guardian is really good for any sort of Sphinx stack. Landfall, whenever lane there's a battlefield, we're going to be playing islands, so we're going to grab that one. And then on this one, we're just going to go and pass turn. Let's see if our opponent can't get some stuff going. I like to have fun in Commander. I like for our opponents to have fun too. So hopefully they can utilize the double blue off the island out there and get some stuff going. And the next turn we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, as far as what we have in the hand, we're probably more than likely we're going to get down Reliquary Tower next turn. We have no max hand size. Reliquary Tower really pulls a lot of really good work in this deck in allowing you to make sure that you can kind of keep that value in your opening hand and not really have to discard in it. I got the Evolve Trigger on Gyre Sage. That's going to be a little bit extra mana out there too. See what this one to go for. Now, as far as the Jace Ultimate, we're slowly working towards it. For each player, search that library for a non-lane card, exile, and the player shuffles there, and then we may cast it without paying their mana cost. So we can at least get to cast one card off that. More than likely, we're just going to keep plussing up Jace, at least for the time being. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you get an experience counter. The combat put X counters on target creature. Okay. Yeah, so at least right now, we're going to be able to kind of keep pumping up Jace. They have no experience counters at this point right now. We'll have to kick it over to our opponent. And then when we swing in next turn, that's going to be 5, 9. We have 13 coming across, which are going to put them down to 7. So at least we can kind of put in some nice little value. I'll probably hold off on Imprison in the Moon just to see if they can't get any sort of action out there. Alright, let's see if Cold Eye wants to swing in. We do have the Jace activation on there. Sometimes you get a lot of value going. You kind of forget what's going on. Okay. And we also have the Elder Deep Fiend flash in if we want to. Ooh, stun double. Love it. Let's go and swing in. That's going to be, yeah, 8 and then 13 coming across. Beautiful. Let's go for that. Coming in hot. And then we have stunt double to kind of flash it in as one of the Sierra Sphinx. Get a little extra value off that, and then we'll go ahead and make the land drop and then go for that. So let's go Jace, +1. And then let's go ahead and get down the, we already make the land drop for the turn, Prison in the Moon. I think we'll just go on. Yeah, we have Elder Deep Fiend. Yeah, we'll just go and kick it over our opponent. So, I recently did add Stunt Double to the deck, really good. You may have Stunt Double enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Now, the good thing about this is it has Flash. It does cost 4 mana, so you're not going to get the reduced Sphinx cost off there, but it's just simply 3 colorless and a blue. It's something that you can flash in at the end of your opponent's turn. You think about it, it's 4 mana, so it's almost like you're casting a Fact or Fiction, except that you get a nice little 5/6 body or 4/4 body on the battlefield, or really any creature on the battlefield. So if you want to grab one of the utility creatures, or if you simply just want to copy one of your own creatures like Sphinx of Hun to get some nice little double extra action off that, would definitely be a really good utility for us to go for. Overwhelming Stampede. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +X the greatest amount of power creatures you control. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's grab the Elder Deep Fiend on this one. Okay, get those counters on there. Get the little +1 trample. We're at 22. Let's go ahead. Let's make sure we're not. This could be 10, 18 coming across. Yeah, let's just go and flash in. Let's flash in Elder Deep Fiend. It's going to cast in Elder. That's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to tap 4 permanents. Go and tap down those creatures just in case there's some random pump spell I don't know about. I don't know. I always get really nervous with Glycerin Elf out there. Okay, so we're going to flash in Elder Deep Fiend. It's going to tap down all of their creatures. If we wanted to, we can even flash in Stunt Double. You can see the utility of the card in a deck like this. But we're going to flash in Elder Deep Fiend, and then we'll be able to, next turn, should be able to kind of swing in on this one. Sorry, man. It was. Okay, Elder Deep Fiend coming in, it's going to flash him down. Yeah, that's an unfortunate side on this. I hate when people don't get the mana that they need on this one. Alright, you're going to lose that mana, then kick it over our turn, so we're going to have 9, 13. Yeah, we'll have more than enough in combat damage to swing across. So we're just going to bring it across. Send the whole crew in, whole motley crew of creatures, a little Eldrazi Octopus, a bunch of Sphinxes coming across. And then, yep, go down to Negolem. Hey, good game to our opponent. Definitely, it's always fun getting to play people in the tournament practice, or the just for fun playing room, stuff like that. So, and yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.